Welcome to my workshop. I'm Dave from Treasure Divers. This is a toolbox talk about pressure testing your outboard gearbox. We had a situation whereby we needed to pressure test our gearbox. We'd had it apart to change the impeller. When putting it back together, I dislodged the shift shaft. So that was all put back in, but I wanted to make sure that everything was kosher. Because if you don't have an airtight seal in your gearbox, you will get water ingress or you will lose your oil, one of the two, or both. And that can be catastrophic. It's a new gearbox. We followed his advice on pressure testing, and we decided to buy a couple of components and make our own. And this is what happened. So we brought two components on eBay. We brought this handheld bleed tester set. That was £10.95. We also brought a Quicksilver gear lube pump. Now that was £11.95. So for the both of them it was a total cost of £23, which if you're in the United States that's $30, and if you're in Australia that's $40. So as you can see, it's a lot cheaper than buying a purpose-made pressure tester. So all we wanted off of the gear lube pump was the bit of pipe and the actual piece that screws into the gearbox. So we join those together and voila, we've got our pump. It comes with various attachments, so it will fit just about all gearboxes on all makes of outboard. And here we are draining the oil. Now that oil looks like has been contaminated. It looks emulsified, but it's not. It's actually, I think it's just new oil. So you drain the oil, put the plug back in. Screw in your pressure tester. This one is actually not pushing air into the gearbox, this one is actually pumping it out. So this is making a vacuum. But I can't imagine it's any different to actually putting air in. It holds it, that's the main thing. As you can see, it's holding the pressure. It didn't move, that needle didn't move for about 3 minutes, which I think is long enough for a pressure test. Now one good thing about this little pump here we've got is it's got a handy little release valve underneath it. There's me getting a bit excited, putting a bit more pressure in, just to show that it doesn't move. It's not losing anything at all, so it's definitely airtight. So like I mentioned, it's got a little button underneath for releasing the pressure. Come back to that. Here we go. Right, there's a little button. So you press that and that releases the pressure. Now I wanted to double check that it wasn't just releasing pressure from the little brass cylinder, that it was actually affected. Up a bit higher this time, getting brave. See, doesn't move. So this time I released the pressure from the actual gearbox connection. And you can hear it straight away hissing out. So I'm pretty happy that we actually have performed some kind of pressure test successfully. So there you have it. We're quite happy that that is a successful way of pressure testing our gearbox for £23 or 40 US dollars. No, 40 Australian dollars. 30 US dollars. See, I'm getting too big for my boots. I shouldn't even bother trying to convert currencies. Anyway, thanks for watching.